Hi guys, this is Guari and today I want to talk about Tengu Plant Format. As you know, in the past I was an avid enjoyer of Tengu Plant Format. In fact, one of my most viewed videos is this: is Tengu Plant Format better than Edison format? Spoiler, it's the best Yu-Gi-Oh format. And this video was about 2 years ago, 3 years I think now. And at the time, yeah, I thought the form was really good, but at the time I was also worst player. Like I won deck devastation tournament around the time, like with Frog. But honestly, I understood the game worse than what I than the level I am now. Like now I understand the game much better. Some concepts which weren't clear to me, like didn't know them, and now are clear in terms of game design. So I can see why Tengu Pond format is struggling. Like probably like this topic has been covered also by other YouTubers. Like there's Lil Man Yu-Gi-Oh who did a video on why Tengu Pond is not as popular as other retro formats. There was also Prestige because I like this guy here. Yeah, this guy here. This is Hero Wine, who is the flagship man for Tangleban format. Did a hell of a job promoting the format. He also like I don't think he's also a nice guy, but like uh he he enraged the Edison community a lot of times. But honestly, he's a nice guy. I got to tell, like he just wanted people to play the format, Tanglepan format, and he believed in the project. I say with the past tense because like now it's been like 6 months that yeah it's been 5 months that he hasn't uploaded a video. Uh, I don't know why. I reached on the Discord and a mod there said that maybe he's burning out. I see a reason for him burning out because like he put a lot of effort and also money because like this dude hosts the free tournaments with cash prize for winners and topping players for free. So he spent time, energy, and money to promote the format. But in the end, it didn't matter. Like even the cash prize, I remember like it did increase the turnout at these tournaments. Like in the Discord in which his tournaments were hosted was Tangleban Town, and I remember the turnout at every tournament was between 30 and 14 players. So like it wasn't even with the cash prize, even the free tournaments with cash prize, it wasn't attracting players. And now I'm gonna analyze why. Like I also am gonna do some comparison. So there will be a lot of format bashing, format promoting, agenda of mine. I wanna be clear. But yeah, it will be for the purpose of the video of comparing stuff. Anyway, as we can see, like this dude hated Edison. He thought Edison was an inferior format. Like there was this video, white and black format isn't that in any be better than Edison format. Uh, there were also other videos that I think he deleted because of the backlash. But one of the stuff it was that he really believed was that like Tang, Agent, and Tangleland were overrated. Yeah, like one of the most viewed videos are these how to beat Tangleland Agents. Why we're wrong about the Tangleland meta? Because like he thought that the knowledge, the voice, the belief that Tengu Plant and Agents were the best deck was hurting the growth of the format because like people wouldn't play the format because like oh they would see Tengu Plant Agents, oh they're the best deck, it's not worth playing it. And so he spent a lot of time uh, trying to turn people opinions and play other decks in order to beat these decks, to beat the Tangle Bunted Agent. Honestly, in Tangle Band, you can beat these decks, but probably like from tournament results, or at least from competitive tournament results, Tengu Plant and Agent are just better. Um, Now, if you're gonna see the Tengu Plant gallery, yeah, I wanna be here now. If you go on Format Library, Tengu Format Library, and click on Tengu Plant Gallery events, like you will see that many tournaments have been hosted in Tengu Plant Format.com. But and like you will see that Agent isn't there, but and I also was buffed, but because like no one, it's not that it's not in the top, it's also that no one is playing Agent and or even Tanglepan maybe. But anyway, the reason is that in this Discord, they're spotted the same. Most long-term players are bored of playing Agent, so especially for Tengu Tassel, the local here, people play what they find fun. So it's just that many tournaments from TenguFormat.com aren't competitive. People aren't playing to win, or at least are playing to win, but they want to win with their pet decks. They don't want to play Agent because they find it boring. I honestly can agree. Um, so anyway, when you go see a Tango Punt events on Format Library, and you go see especially the tournaments hosted from Format Library, not TangoFormat.com, you will see that Agent is doing a lot of damage. Like in these tournaments, there were 34 players, there were 5 agents, and 4 of them made top 8, and 3 of them made top 4, and Agent won. Tengu Tassolate also was won by Agent, 28 players. There were 6 agents. No, so this is a perfect circle. I have to be honest, there was a Tengu Tassel 7 that was won by Zombie. Now I don't remember how many agents were there. I can't open it because like there are too many tabs. Anyway, format library bug. But yeah, for just for the record, there was a Tengu Tassel that has been won by unknown agent deck, Zombie, and also another was won by Tangleland. But anyway, as you can see, Argent, despite not being played like in staggering numbers, because like eight, 6 agents out 28, 30 players. Yeah, it's a nice number because like it's still the most broad deck, but the conversion rate is still insane, and especially the rate at which the deck is winning. Especially because like it's not that Tengu Plant format has been rediscovered just a few months ago. Like I think it's been at least 3 years of like we from the Edison boom. So like people are prepared for Agent. It's just that the deck is just good. People are prepared for Agent Plant Synchro, but the deck are good. So yeah, you can do with other decks like the RCG Stan, but it's not the level of diversity and that like people wanted to reach. Or of course, Edison isn't that diverse. Now Edison isn't diverse, but everyone plays retro format because they hope that the format will be really diverse. Like, yeah, sorry for the pun, sorry for the joke. A perfect circle of decks, topping in a row, different decks every time, different top eight every time, all decks pretty much on the same level. If there's a problematic deck, it should be easily countered with the side deck. But in the end, basically Agent turned out to be like just another Edison format. There's diversity, but if you want to have the best chances, you have to play some decks. And some decks aren't just fun. Like playing against Agent isn't fun, and also playing Agent. So Yeah, one of the problem why Tengu Plant Format is struggling is because like it's also failed and maintained the promises like of a diverse format. Like this is a something that I also told TCC Rewind. Like, why would people move to Tango Plant format when they would shift their community, their local community from Edison to Tango Plant if the format is just marginally better anywhere on the same level? It's just too much effort, and maybe it it won't even be worth because like you will just jump from a pond to another pond, like same shit, just different outfit. You will go to from a black hue value meta to an agent angular meta with TG, uh, hero bit, what other decks? Now I don't remember, but anyway, there are other decks. Like I think in terms of diversity is basically on the Edison level, pretty much, but it's not a better format, and this is the reason because like if the format is, I don't think Tengu Plant is a bad format, but if the format is at is at the same level of quality of Edison format, why would people be moving mountains to shift from Edison to Tengu Plant? Like when it was with God format, like there was really a reason because like God format isn't a diverse format. It's there are too few decks. There aren't enough decks for it to be enticing, even when starting. Because like all communities starting, I think one of the reasons why also Edison was more successful than GOT is that Edison problems aren't immediately evident. Instead, in GOT, the problems are immediately evident because of the fact that there aren't many decks to play. So you're gonna navigate to the best decks instead of mm, like in Edison. There was a time, like I said, where at the start you could play zombies, you could play fairies because like people were there were a lot of decks to explore. Um, so people were exploring stuff, but in GOT there isn't really much stuff to explore. So at least Edison has at a disadvantage. Now a disadvantage over GOAT that even if for fun, like Edison for fun has still more variety that for fun GOAT. Like there isn't something like for fun GOAT because like the difference between for fun GOAT and competitive GOAT is staggering. And in Edison there is a difference, but it's not that big at the apparent because like competitive GOT is Chaos Monsters. For fun GOT is what? Uh, Beat down vanilla. I don't know. Like you so I made a video like you go to the quote format homepage and you will see the decks. Lots of decks are just not even decks on God format. Like they've been put there just to say, oh, you can play that deck. The God is so diverse, but no, it's not even a deck. It's just a pile of cards you put because of a theme. But it's not a deck. So anyway, Edison has this advantage, and probably if Keegan marketed promoted Tengu Plant instead of Edison. Now the most popular format will be Tengu Plant because Tengu Plant has its problems beside Agent, Tengu Plant being the best tax. It has its problem, but anyway, I think it's on the same level of Edison. Anyway, but things turn out different. Edison is the most popular format. This guy, this is zero one. I feel sorry for him because like he really did and I love a job trying to promote the format, lots of video, lots of stuff. Anyway, lots of stuff for the free stuff for the community. But in the end, I think he also realized it was all useless. Like I remember. Let me go. Let's see some of his messages from TDC Rewind. Like I felt it was a little bit defeated. Yeah, like yeah, if you go look at Tengu Plant and you go look at his message, like you will see that he's seething. Oh, I don't know the pronunciation. Sorry. Um, but anyway, it was negative about the whole story. And but so I feel sorry for him, but I think also like it was some way like coping because like he just didn't want to accept the fact that Tengu Plant format was the best. Agent was the best deck. Like the two stacks are mile above the others. Especially like this is something that especially apparent because like everyone started playing Tengu with the thought that it will be the most diverse format. I started playing Tengu Plant because of this. I thought like my thoughts were these like let me take out this. There is no impression. There is a substitute. Um, there are more counter to monarchs. There are more extenders like because like you the Tinge Engine, the Chaos Monsters, Call of Founty, the Tour, Reborn, uh, Tour Guide. There are these standalone engines that honestly are healthier than Amstel and Raiko because like honestly Amstel Raiko Caius is something that you don't want to face, especially if you go second. Instead, like Amstel Raiko Caius have been power capped. This is the reason why they're not playing Tanglepunt. But honestly, in Edison, it's a toxic engine, I gotta say, because like it makes going first so much better. Anyway, so yeah, there were lots of reasons for why someone would prefer Tanglepunt over Edison. So that's why I started playing it. But I was a bit naive because like I will see the problem. I would already see some problems of Tanglepunt format, but I didn't see the main problems, like that Tanglepunt and the agents were too strong. This is something that I didn't see because, like I said, I was a worse player. I didn't have the experience to assess something like Tanglepunt and agent be much stronger. And why I think that, especially if I don't think there's the format needs to explore to be explored more. Like I don't think Tengu Plant will change with further exploration. Maybe I think that some more degenerate stuff will be discovered because like there are some degenerate stuff that people aren't playing actually. But it can be it can be on the level of gigabytes in Edison, and it's degenerate. Why I don't think it will change with further exploration. Yeah, because basically, like Tengu Plant Format was basically a format that people played because they thought it was going to be diverse. So people were playing diverse decks, but in the end, their efforts, they their efforts didn't matter. Tengu Plant and Agent were the best deck. Like instead, if I want to make a comparison, like with Perverse Circle, Like Perfect Circle was a format that, like I said in other videos, at the start I thought it was a bad format. I was forced by a friend of mine to start it, but I didn't want to play it because, like, looking at top decks, like you will see uh, Perfect Circle Monarch stopping everywhere. Oh fuck, it's lagging. But anyway, this changed. This changed when I started playing, and I started advising the players. And I mean, I don't want to act like a master because I'm promoting the format, but on like I said, I started playing the format a few months ago. But uh, I saw the cracks in Perfect Circle Monarch was thought to be the best deck, and so I advised players, and just by saying that just by saying that that Perfect Circle Monarch was overrated, I actually changed the meta. I want to say because like this was the first monthly that I did, and in the last 7 tournaments, only once Perfect Circle Monarch won. Here I won with Wind Aggro. Here Alethea with Gravekeepers. Here Fanta with Zombies. Here Claudie with Diamond Due Turbo. Here Luke with 46 cards Gladiator Beast. Here Rubo LZ with Panda Barn. So despite the fact that the format was believed to be solved and to be a monometa from Perfect Circle Monarch, the format actually turned out pretty diverse because like I advise players, I explain my point of view on how to beat the decks because like one of the problems of the decks was that many rock decks didn't respect Gravekeeper Spy, so many decks would be walled by a single Gravekeeper Spy. So like anyway, the players at the time, this format wasn't played much back in the days because like um, the historical events had around like 400 500 players and there weren't a lot, so especially because there was no online client, like there wasn't dueling network at the time. uh, the building was kind of historical, I'd say. It wasn't that much evolved, and for this reason I think the format was not diverse at the time, but instead now it's turning diverse because like strong players that played retro formats for a lot of times have been able to crack the format, to understand the format better than the historical players, than the historical uh, champions of the time. So now the format kind of changed. These tournaments are still small because like they're between 20 and 30 players, but basically that's the size of the Tengu tournaments. And despite Perfect Circle Monarch been playing at higher numbers than Agent, it's doing worse than Agents. Sometimes it's not even topping. Like there is no Perfect Circle Monarch here. Uh, I don't remember. There are other tournaments in which there is no Perfect Circle Monarch. Maybe here, yeah, no Perfect Circle Monarch here. Like there's one or three top, depending it's top 8 or top 4. But in all these tournaments, just one won. And for this reason, for the fact that changing the meta in Perfect Circle was that easy, just giving great advice, pointing out the fallacies, the weaknesses of the thought, of the supposed best deck. It was really easy in Perfect Circle. Like the format changed like in a matter of months. Instead, That's not the case for Tengu Plant Format. Tengu Plant Format is Tengu Plant Agent Format. I don't think this will change in the next months. So tell me what you think about this video. Tell me your comments. I read them, I answer them, and see you next video. Bye.